We didn't need it for this time, but welcome back to Viva La Action, the podcast where we're talking about all things action movies, the good, the bad, and the underrated. My name is Santi, and with me as always, it's my co-host, it's Grayson.
Hi.
Hi. What were you grimacing at just now?
Oh, there's like a hair sticking out of my microphone.
Oh. Your microphone is actually coming alive.
Yeah.
It's like a malignant twin, you know?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's like when you you find a tumor or whatever on you and it's got like hair and teeth in it, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's happening to your microphone.
Yeah. I'm going to have to probably kill it after this.
Probably, which if you ask me, that would be pretty spooky, which is apt because Grayson, it's October, it's spooky month.
Sure is. Hell
it sure
yeah.
is. And what's the best way to celebrate spooky month?
With a spooky movie.
A spooky movie for a spooky couple of guys. And that's what we watched this month because this month
This week. It's a long day.
It's been a long day. We're doing one episode this month, everyone.
Yeah.
Just strap in. No, the movie we watched this week, it's a spooky one, and it's called Blade.
Yes.
Yes. Which, I mean, it's not that spooky, to be honest, but...
Nah. Some of the effects are kind of spooky.
It's a little, we'll talk about it. So, can you hear my dog barking?
Yeah.
Okay. Blade, for those of you who don't know, is a 1998 action superhero film directed by Stephen Norrington with a script by David S. Goyer and based on the Marvel Comics character created by Marv Wolfman. That's right. He's a spooky vampire hunter, and he was created by a guy named Wolfman.
It makes sense.
The film Blade stars Wesley Snipes as the titular Blade, with support from Chris Christopherson and Enbush Wright, Enbushy. I'm gonna go with Enbushe Wright, Stephen Dorff, and Donald Logue. On a budget of $45 million, Blade brought in 131.2 at the global box office.
It tripled it. God damn.
Yeah, it did.
Roughly.
Yeah. That's 131.2 million for anyone who's curious. It didn't just make $100. That would be disappointing.
That would be unfortunate.
The film, Grayson, would you like to guess what it carries on Rotten Tomatoes critically?
I'm going to say critics gave it like a 65.
You're kind of close. It's got a 59%.
Okay. All right. I give them a little bit too much credit.
Yeah, it is officially rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. But that's okay because it's got a 78% audience score. Blade does not pass the Bechdel test.
No.
There's one woman. There's two women, sort of.
Yeah.
They don't talk to each other as far as I can remember.
Nope.
So, yeah, you lose on that one. And finally, Grayson, the plot synopsis from IMDb: a half vampire.
You got it.
A half vampire, half mortal man becomes a protector of the mortal race while slaying evil vampires.
Yep.
Now, before we get into the film's plot and its behind the scenes, what did you think of this movie, Grayson?
So I think this is like the second or third time I've seen Blade.
Yeah.
And it gets, for me, I think, a bit better every time I watch it.
Yeah. I was a little worried about where that sentence was going, but yes, I agree.
It grows on you, I think.
Yeah.
The more times you watch it. Because the first time I watched it, I was like, this is insane. This is kind of meh. The second time I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. This last time I had a hoot.
Yeah, it's a hoot.
Yeah,
It's a hoot and a holler. I
it
would
is.
go as
I
far as
love
to far.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh my god, he's the best.
I love Wesley Snipes, and I love the dude that plays Whistler.
Oh, Chris Christopherson? Yes.
Yeah, he's
He's the best.
wonderful.
Um for those who don't know, Chris Christopherson, well, he's since passed away, I believe, but
Rest in peace.
um he used to be a country singer. So he was a country musician. He was in a lot of like sort of independent um like interesting films in the 60s and 70s.
Uh-huh.
So he did a lot of uh he did this really interesting Billy the Kid movie that I can't remember the name of, where he plays
Hmm.
Billy the Kid. um I think it's the isn't it? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, he's had a weird, interesting career, but um, he was most famously in the movie A Star Is Born. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so A Star Is Born is one of those movies that it gets remade like every 30 years or whatever. So they made one in the 20s, the 50s, the 70s, and then they made one quite recently with Lady Gaga and
That's right.
that guy with the blue Bradley Cooper. I was gonna say that guy with the blue eyes. That's all I knew about him. Um,
That's like 75% of Hollywood.
yeah, that guy who keeps trying to get an Oscar and he wants one real bad, but he just can't get one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris Christopherson got really famous for being in that, in like the 70s version of A Star Is Born.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he just popped up in this as Whistler, and he's
Yeah.
so good. He's just
He's
the best.
wonderful. Yeah.
He has so many great lines that he just delivers perfectly.
Yeah.
My favorite one is not really a spoiler, and we're not really gonna do spoilers because I don't know, this movie's 30 years old. But
Yeah.
there's a funny moment where Whistler is showing off this piece of tech, which is this UV lamp, basically. And he's like, "Look, check it out. You can you could get vampires with this." And Blade's like, "I don't know. It's kind of cumbersome to carry around. It looks real heavy." And he goes, "But you're so big."
And he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. It's just the way it's so perfectly delivered.
It's so
but you're so
good.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dialogue is incredible in this movie.
Yeah. It is really good. You got the classics, like, motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. And,
Yep.
motherfuckers, what is it? Motherfucker, you crazy or something?
Motherfuckers, you out of your damn mind?
Is that a you damn? Yep. Uh-huh. Bangers.
Yeah. Just good stuff.
Just really awesome late 90s cinema.
Yes. So one thing about this movie that I want to say, this movie to me has aged like in the best way.
Yeah.
Where I feel like 10 years ago, it was like this movie looked bad, right? Like you watch this movie back in 2015, 2014,
Yeah.
you're like, God, this movie looks terrible, right? But it's like, it's aged just enough now where you're like, isn't this nice? Isn't this quaint, this movie?
It's so good. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
it's crossed that threshold into like a classic.
Yeah, it's gone from tacky to amazing. Like just so quaint and vintage. Like
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, vintage. Yeah, like it opens with a rave, which is like the most 90s way to open a movie, is an underground rave.
Yeah, I will say that opening scene is, I think, one of my favorite like introductions to the protagonist.
Yes,
in a movie, because we get this rave. They turn the sprinklers on and it's all blood, and then you realize that everybody in this room is vampires. And then Blade shows up and he just goes to work.
Yeah, I love. So one thing I do enjoy, like, because it's not really a horror movie, right? There's some horrifying stuff, but there's a moment that I found quite terrifying, which is we're following this guy who he's like, this woman is like taking him to this club, right? And she's like, being kind of strange, and you're like, I don't know what's going on here. And then all of a sudden he's
Mhm.
in this club and he's like trying to dance with people, right? And
Yeah.
they keep like looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing here, right?
Yeah.
And then there's that moment where the blood starts coming down and he's like covered in it. And all of a sudden he realizes everybody is vampires, right? And I was like, that's quite horrifying. One, because it's like, oh my God, you're trapped and you're covered in blood and it's like this
Yeah.
terrifying thing. But two, that's my worst nightmare because like I already hate being into club, like I
In the club.
into club. I don't want to be in the club. So I can't imagine being in a club, which I already hate.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm surrounded by people I don't want to be around. I'm
Yep.
not having fun. It's loud in here. And then
Yep.
all of a sudden I'm covered in blood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is how I'm going to die.
It
That's great.
I think being like, if you show up to a club and you get drenched in any sort of liquid,
Yeah.
you're having a bad time.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I think blood is especially horrible. Um, but I'm really thinking about like anything, maybe water isn't as bad.
Yeah.
Like that might be like the only okay, but even then it's like if you're like soaking wet,
Yeah.
you're like your shoes are wet, your socks are wet, and you're trying to like stand in wet socks, and that's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's not the best.
But then you introduce any sort of like sugar to the liquid
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything that just makes it not water, you're having a horrible time
Having
because
a
now
bad
you're
time.
sticky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's mixing with the BO in the room, and so it
Ugh.
smells like imagine the smell.
Yeah. Stanky. Yeah.
Ugh.
Especially once Blade gets in there and he starts lighting dudes on fire. It's
Oh
like, oh
god.
man,
Yeah.
it does not smell good in that
No.
place.
Not even a little bit.
One of my favorite moments. So that if you haven't seen the movie, so it opens up. There's this rave, the blood comes spurting down, right, and then Blade enters the room, right, and it's
Yep.
like you first kind of hear his footsteps and you see his boots or whatever, and there's like the vampires are all like whispering, they're like, "That's him, that's
Yeah.
Blade, it's the Daywalker or whatever," right?
Yeah.
And then he just kind of unleashes carnage on these vampires.
Yeah.
And there's a very funny moment where he's like fighting with one of them, and then he like takes a stake out and he throws it, right? I think it's a stake. He throws something, and
Yeah.
he gets one of the vampires and he does one of these. He goes, yes.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
I would do the same thing.
Oh, me too. Yeah. What
Like
I
if
love
if
about it, because one of the things I like about this, it's a superhero movie that isn't an origin story, right?
yes.
So we meet Blade like he's already an established, he's been hunting vampires since he was a teenager. He's like doing his thing. And so what I like about it is he's at this point where he's having fun with it. He's
Yeah.
like he's not stressed. He's like, I'm not gonna die. I'm just having a good time. I'm hitting vampires with boomerangs, and I'm just I'm
Yep.
fucking it up.
Yep.
I think that's the best.
It's very good. I love his sword.
Yes, it's super cool.
I wish we gave superheroes swords more.
I agree.
I think they're underutilized.
They are underutilized. There's how many sword there? Because there's Deadpool. Deadpool has
Deadpool.
swords.
Blade. Magic.
Oh, magic, yeah. The Black Knight, I guess.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Who else has a sword? King Arthur? No.
He's not a superhero.
Is he a superhero?
I don't know.
Probably a crackhead down the road when he breaks into a thrift store.
True.
Or a pawn shop is what I meant, not a thrift store.
Just going down my local thrift store, picking up a broadsword,
Yeah, pick up a couple of katanas.
Yeah. No big deal.
So one interesting thing is that we now kind of identify Blade as like the aesthetic that you see in this movie, right? Where he's got like the leather trench coat and he's got the sunglasses and the sword. But actually prior to this movie being made, Blade was very different, right? Like the
Really?
comics version of Blade was pretty different. So he didn't use a sword; he used daggers, like these.
Oh.
And I was reading about it. I guess they're like teak wood daggers.
Oh, okay.
And I guess it's something to do with like vampire or whatever. Um, he was British in the comic books. I think he still is British actually in the comic books, but for some
Oh.
reason in the movies and everything, they just make him American.
Yeah.
And that's just because that he was played by Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
And originally he didn't have like vampire powers.
Oh.
His origin is the same, right? Where he's bit by or he's not bit. His mother is bit as she's giving birth. And so he's like half vampire, right?
Yeah.
But um in the comic books his only power was that he couldn't get turned into a vampire. So like he was basically otherwise just a regular dude.
He was just some guy.
He was just some guy who just had beef with vampires because they killed his mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Then the movie comes out and he's got this, sort of a whole different power set. The movie took off, became very popular. So in the comic books, he actually gets bit by Morbius, the living vampire.
Yeah.
And that gives him all of his his powers that we think of him having now. So comic book Blade is one of the rare instances where the comic book actually had to catch up to the movie as opposed to the other way around. So that's an interesting tidbit for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I had actually never heard of Blade until I watched the movie the first time. So I didn't realize that that he was like a superhero, like a Marvel superhero. And when I watched it for the first time, it did like the whole Marvel opening, and I was like, "Oh, I did not know that."
Yeah.
And I remember wasn't there supposed to be a TV show or something, a Blade, and Michael B. Jordan was supposed to play Blade.
I don't know about that. They were gonna make a Blade movie with Mahershala Ali, which has been in development for like a million years, and they keep pushing it back, and it keeps never getting done. So there was actually a season of a Blade TV series.
Okay.
It was not Michael B. Jordan. This was in like the early 2000s.
Okay.
And I think he was played by a rapper.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be the same continuity as the Blade movies.
Really?
Yes. Let me see.
I say we just bring Wesley Snipes back.
Well, funny enough, he did come back.
Well, he did, yes.
He came back for, if you've never seen it, spoilers. He came back in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep.
So he's got a cameo in that. The Blade TV series, Blade was played by rapper Sticky Fingers.
Yeah.
Premiered in 2006. There's one season.
And nobody watched it.
I don't even know how many episodes it got. It had 10 episodes.
Wow.
We should check that out at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, I've kind of always been aware of Blade because I believe he wasn't super popular at the time, like in the comic books.
Yeah.
But he's always been kind of a part of the like mystical part of the Marvel universe. So he's usually in like the Midnight Suns, which is sort of like the magic Avengers, right?
Yeah, right.
It's usually like Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Blade,
Moon Knight, I imagine.
Moon Knight sometimes, yeah. What's the other one? Morbius is often in the Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
It's like the most 90s team, right? It's like a bunch of dudes in leather and with flaming skulls. Like that's the Midnight Suns, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he wasn't super popular before the movie, but the movie kind of increased his popularity.
That's good.
Originally, here's a fun fact for you. When they first, how do I explain this? So Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Like Marvel comic books, we think of them now as like this super successful, like, thing, right? This media
Yeah.
franchise. But they, especially like in the 90s, like 80s and 90s, they were so close to going bankrupt like so many times.
Really?
Yeah, because they kind of wavered in popularity, right? Like they were kind of always second fiddle to DC Comics.
Hmm.
In the 90s, there was a big explosion in like independent comics, and so they kind of took a backseat there as well. So they've kind of always been like they've always had iconic characters, but they've not always been like the juggernaut that we think of them as.
Yeah.
And so in the 90s, they sold like a bunch of their movie rights. Um,
Oh shit.
so so like Fox got some, Sony Pictures got a bunch, and then New Line Cinema, which has the Blade, or had the Blade rights, they got a bunch as well. Because like Marvel was like trying to stay open, so they were like, let's sell
Yeah.
our movie. So that's why like Spider-Man is still owned by like Sony Pictures.
Yeah.
And that's why like for a long time Fox and the X-Men were like a separate entity. Um, it's kind of all merged together now as like Marvel's gotten bigger and they've kind of bought back their movie rights. But
Yeah.
um, so all that is to say, when this movie first was sort of coming about, it was pitched by David S. Goyer, who wrote this film. And originally, LL Cool J was interested in playing him.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that would have been fucking
which
hilarious.
I just love. I love the thought of
Yeah.
LL Cool J playing Blade.
Blade. Yeah.
Um,
I think Wesley Snipes with the right move.
he is the right move. So fun fact. I mean, this is kind of all part of the same story, but
Yeah.
he was actually originally slated to play Black Panther.
Oh, really?
Yes, they were
Holy
developing
shit.
a Black Panther movie in the 90s. And he was on that, but he was really frustrated because like the process of that movie was taking a long time. And
Okay.
he was like, I want to play like a superhero. Like this is, like a
Yeah.
thing I want to do. And so I believe it was David S. Goyer was like, well, check out this script I wrote for Blade. Like, see if that was something you'd be interested in. And he read it and he was like, absolutely, I'm interested in this. Like, this is a great script or whatever.
Yeah.
So his production company, which I can't remember the name of, is a co-producer on this movie.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
but then like as soon as he was on, that just like the movie just like took off.
Yeah.
Because he was like a really big star at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, originally he was not going to play Blade. He was going to play Black Panther, which would have been interesting, I think.
That
Um,
100% would have been interesting, but
but yeah, you're right. He's just I can't imagine anybody else as
mm-mm.
this version of Blade.
Yeah, no, it's the only thing I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense in my life, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's just so cool.
He's got some sort of like charisma
Yeah.
that not a lot of people have.
No, and he also has a weird intensity that I feel like not
Yeah.
everybody can bring,
Yeah, he does.
Like
It's very
Wesley,
interesting.
like modern Wesley Snipes seems very cool, right? Like you see him in an
Yeah.
interview, he's much chiller now. Like he just seems
Yeah.
like a nice older guy. But I feel like 90s Wesley Snipes was a different person. He's
Yeah.
just like he just has this like weird intensity. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like you Blade is so serious. like
Yes. Yeah.
like he's having fun, but he's so like,
yeah.
dialed in.
It's like when you like see interviews for like hair metal bands or like hard
Mhm.
rock stars back in their like heyday in like the 70s and 80s when everybody and their mom was doing coke.
Oh
And
yeah.
then you look at like an interview from them like today and all they do is like they smoke a little bit of weed and they're super mellow as like
Oh
as
yeah, yeah,
hell.
yeah. Super chill. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably Wesley Snipes
Yeah,
90s versus today.
I think so. And I think also the going to jail for tax evasion probably chilled him out a little bit too,
A little bit. Yeah.
Um
I love that's my like favorite fact about him is that he went to jail for white people crimes.
Yeah, white people crimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you used to like certain actors. You're like, oh yeah, they went to jail for whatever. And he's like, no, it was tax evasion. Just
And you're like,
just didn't
you
pay his
really?
taxes. Yeah, it's funny to me that you can go to jail for that, but whatever, it's fine.
Well, yeah,
That's how they got. That's how they got freaking Al Capone. Got his
yeah,
ass on tax evasion.
yeah. They did.
What was I going to say? Doesn't matter. Well, originally, here's another part of that story. So David S. Goyer pitched the script, right? And he's like, pitching it to the studio. Well, they kind of made like all these like suggestions about like, oh, well, we should do this because it's more popular and blah blah blah. One of the things they tried to pitch was making Blade white, which I just don't think. I don't think. I mean, first of all,
No,
not cool, very '90s, but
yeah.
I just don't think. I don't know. I think Blade. He's just one of those where I'm like, he only works if he's black. I don't know
It
why.
does. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the only thing that like again makes sense. Like,
yeah. But it's also like he's always been black. Like
yeah. I mean,
even in the
is
comics, he's black.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Then yeah. Why the fuck are you trying to make him white if he's black in the comics?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean
That
he's
doesn't make any
British.
sense.
He's black and British, but like it's
Yeah,
still he's always been. So I don't know. Like I don't know. Whatever.
yeah.
Um. Yeah. So one of the things we talked about was the special effects.
Oof.
Um.
Yeah.
They're very 90s. That's all I
Oh
can.
yeah.
Very 90s new line cinema is what they're
Yeah.
very goopy.
Yep.
Um
Yes, they are. Yes, they like, especially at the end when like the blood god is like coming to life,
yes. Yeah.
and like during the fight, and like Blade cuts him in half, and his like body like morphs back together, and the blood like it's just weird.
It's like these giant drops of blood, like they're just these
Yeah.
big orbs and they don't quite cuz now like so much of movies now is CGI, right? Like even backgrounds and things like that are CGI now, right? And so when you've got like a CGI character or something, it doesn't look as weird because you're sort
Yeah.
of used to everything being not real.
Yeah.
Whereas in the 90s, it's like everything surrounding the character is real, right? It's like a
Yeah.
real set, it's a real whatever. And then
Yeah.
you've got this weird CGI that's like not blended with the rest of the scene. And so it stands out really hard because it just
Yeah.
looks so starkly different from everything else.
What was that one? Do you remember that one computer program?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Shut the fuck up.
Was that Google or was that an Amazon?
It was yeah, it was Alexa.
Oh, I didn't want to say her name.
Well, we have it set so that it's not Alexa, it's Computer,
Oh,
like Star Trek,
yes,
because we're
very good.
nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um
So I shouldn't shout that word and turn off everything.
well, luckily we don't have any smart appliances, so that
Oh,
wouldn't do
okay.
anything.
Oh man. Oh,
Yeah.
blow up the house. No.
um
You're asking me about a computer program.
oh yes. It God. I remember using it a lot. It was like it was like MS Paint but for kids.
I feel like you've brought this up before.
I might have.
I think you brought it up during the Expect No Mercy episode.
Yeah. It's like kid is it it has the word kid in it. But all this to say, there was like a tool that you could use in there to make like weird paint blobs,
Yeah.
and the blood in this movie reminded me of that. It's like somebody just used that program to make the blood and
Yeah.
called it a day.
No, I agree. Yes, that is what it looks like. It's very early 90s
Yeah.
CGI. It's like, which is funny because this came out in 98. So we were like getting pretty close to, like good CGI, but it still looks kind of shitty.
I was born in 98. That shit.
Oh, I was one when this movie came out.
A whole 1 year old.
I was a whole year old. Yeah. So but the CGI, yeah, it's not great. It's just not great. And And luckily so originally the ending was going to be quite different.
Really?
Originally, so he like summons the like blood god or whatever, right? Like that's kind of the whole point of the movie, is that Deacon Frost is like trying to resurrect this blood vampire blood god or whatever. It's kind of vague what his plan is, but so originally the ending was going to be that like he would resurrect the blood god and then he would like turn into it and he would
Yeah.
become this like big like blood tornado. So there's like footage you can see on the behind the scenes where like he's this big swirling like blood tornado, and then it's just like his head and shoulders are like sticking out of the like blood, but like
Oh.
the CGI and the behind the scenes is not finished, so he's this very like roughly cut out, like you can see the black outline of the like whatever, and he's just like floating there. But so they filmed that as the ending, and then they did like a test screening with just like family and friends of the studio, and everybody hated it. They were like, this is like the worst. And so they actually changed it to the ending that we have now, which involved like the sword fight and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think works much better.
Oh yes, I agree. That program is called Kid Pix.
Kid Pix. Okay.
KID.
Don't Google that now.
Well, it's KIDPIX.
Okay, Kid Pix. Okay.
Yep. And I remember playing the crap out of this in elementary school. Anyway,
let me Google it. Let me see.
Yeah, thank God we got the ending we did, because giant blood tornado sounds. I'm not interested.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anyway, yeah. No, the behind the scene, the little clip that you can see from the original ending, it does not look good. It's not great.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments of sort of like, because we're kind of skipping around here, but
yeah,
one of my favorite moments from the ending is there's this vampire that's kind of been popping up the whole movie. His name is I don't remember the character's name, but he's played by Donald Logue. He's the one that gets burned alive in the beginning, and then he like you remember he gets like staked, and then Blade sets him on fire, and then he's in the hospital, and he like
cuts off his arm, and he cuts off his
he cuts off his other arm, whatever.
Yes.
Well, in the ending, right? Like Blade has been all like fucked up from whatever. He doesn't have his serum, and he's like all messed up.
Yeah.
And then Blade comes back, and he's like, "All right, I'm ready to fuck all you guys up," because he like feeds on what's her name?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that vampire is like, "All right, it's time to get whatever. I'm gonna fuck you up," and so he like runs at him, and Blade just pulls out the garrote and just garrotes his head off.
my roommate watched it with me because she loves Blade.
Yeah, it's the best.
And we were watching it, and when that happens, she made a good point. It's very clear that every moment that they like fought during the movie up until that point where he just like one shots him, Blade was just toying with him.
Oh yeah.
Like he was like, oh, I can tell this dude is cocky as fuck. I'm gonna mess with him so hard, make him think that he's tough and that I can't kill him, and then I'm just gonna one-shot his ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was the funniest shit ever.
It's amazing. It's so satisfying.
Because he was kind of annoying. He was funny, but there were definitely moments where I'm like, man, shut up. Just be quiet.
Yeah. I just love the moment where he like literally he's taunting him, he runs, and then Blade literally just pulls the garrote out, just spins around like does a superhero pose. It's incredible.
It's like the you saw Rebels, right?
Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels?
Oh, I've seen a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, do you know the final fight between Obi-Wan and Maul?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah, just one shot. Yeah.
One just very clean, very no nonsense. I loved it.
It's the best. Oh, what do you think? So the villain in this is Deacon Frost.
Yeah.
He's played.
First of all, horrible name.
Bad name. Yes.
Bad villain name. Try again.
Uh, he's played by Steven Dorff. Um,
Yeah.
what do you think about his 90s as hell haircut? Just frosted tips, like
He looks like a member of like NSYNC.
Yes, he does. He really does.
He looks like he's supposed to be in a boy band that has like 8 members.
Yeah, and he's just like chewing scenery. He's
Oh
like,
my god.
and he's wearing these big like baggy suits the whole time, which
I
is
know, it's like,
incredible.
brother, have you never been to a tailor? You know people, you know vampires specifically that have probably been around for hundreds of years. You probably know somebody who was around when suits were invented.
Yeah,
Get that shit tailored,
yeah.
please.
It's very 90s. It's
Yeah.
like,
Also, what the fuck is up with his bed?
I don't know. Yeah,
I do-
it's like a coffin, but it's like electronic.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like a techno fucking weird ass coffin bed.
Oh, I should also say the soundtrack to this movie is techno. It's just straight up
Oh,
techno.
yeah.
It's like
that's it.
late 90s, like Euro house music.
Yep.
It's fucking incredible.
I also love that Frost's like big gotcha moment to Blade is I fucked your mom.
Yeah. 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 He brings that energy for sure. And he
Yeah.
actually did. He
He
actually,
actually
fuck his
literally
mom,
did fuck his mom,
Yeah.
which I think is very funny.
Yeah.
And Blade is 100% justified in all of his actions.
Oh yeah. Everything he does after that, 100% on
Yeah.
board.
Yep.
I'm just thinking of things I like. I love the moment where, because so one of the main characters in this, she's played by and En Boucher. What did I say? En Boucher. En Boucher. I'm sorry, En Boucher. I didn't look up how to pronounce her name. She plays like she's a hematologist, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, and she gets bitten by Donald Logue's character, but then she like Blade kind of saves her from the hospital, which is where that great moment comes from, where he's like, "Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?" Because he's like trying to save her, and then the cops like start shooting him, and he's like, "What the fuck was that for?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so like Blade saves her, and he like brings her back to like his little hideout, which
Yeah.
it seems like is just in an open train yard. Like,
Yeah, it's either like an open train yard or like a warehouse next to the train yard.
yeah, which is interesting that nobody's ever found it. They're just like,
Yeah.
anyway, because there's no like door. They just like walk through. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a moment where like Whistler is like filling Blade's car with gas in their like hideout, and he's just like sloshing it all over the place.
Yeah.
And then he like lights a cigarette.
You know what's so funny too is at work I just got my underground storage tank class C certification.
Oh, very fancy.
Yeah. And yeah, I saw that and I was like, "Hey, you're not supposed to do that. That's dangerous."
I just think I'm like, I love how little he cares for like anything. He's just like sloshing gas around. He's just lighting a cigarette next to it. Just got an open flame out. He's just like, whatever, I got cancer. You can kill me.
Yeah, it's whatever. It was the 90s. You
Yeah.
could get away with pretty much anything.
You can do whatever you want, really. It doesn't matter.
The Twin Towers were still up, so it was like, you know.
We had 3 more good years, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was trying to think. Oh, one thing I do like, so you've got Deacon Frost, who's like the villain, and he's obviously very like, he's like a 90s cool guy, right? He's got like whatever. I love that all the other vampires are these like stuffy, like old Europeans. Like they're much more the classic vampire, right? They've all got their like suits on and like slicked back hair.
Yep.
Which makes Deacon Frost stand out so much more that he's this like chill 90s dude, you know? Also, I love that he's got a cigarette tucked in his ear the whole time.
Oh, the entire time, yeah.
Yeah. Which, like, why do you need to smoke? You're a vampire, but
But also, I mean, you're a vampire. Smoke
that's
away.
true. Yeah, smoke it up, dude. Just
Like if I was some sort of undead thing, like if I was a vampire or a zombie or whatever, I'd be doing all sorts of shit
yeah.
just to see what like we know what happens when a mortal human does it. What happens when I try and like as an like a vampire? What happens if I try to OD on coke?
That's a good point.
Right? Do I just become even stronger? What happens? Like
Maybe.
I'm not gonna die.
Yeah.
As
Just
far
be
as I
smoking.
know.
Just smoke a pack a day, you know, just
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what do you think about the like big fat vampire?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That scene is very upsetting.
It's quite upsetting. The first time I saw it, did not like it. And then every subsequent time I watch this movie, I intentionally forgot about it. And then every time it comes up, I go, ah, fuck, that's right. I forgot about this thing. And I think, fuck, what's her name? The hematologist.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite lines is like Blade is going off to like find the secret like room or whatever that has all the like parchment for the book of whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And like as he's leaving, she like turns on the UV light and is just roasting the dude for
Yeah.
like a long time, like almost kills him. And Blade is like, and after she's done, Blade is like, what the fuck? And she just turns on me and she goes, he moved. 'Cause before he had told her, only turn it on if he moves.
Right.
Right? Or if he moves, get him. And yeah, that's one of my favorites, but I think she should have just killed it.
I agree.
Because
So
it's upsetting.
it is upsetting. So I mean, the animatronic like suit and whatever is like upsetting in and of itself. But apparently the background for that character is that like he's like the surveillance guy, right? So he's supposed to just sit there and like warn Deacon Frost if somebody comes by or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently he's like this super old vampire who's got like all this knowledge, and the way that they bribe him is they like bring him like children. And so like he's been like feasting on children, and that's why he's like so big and fat. Like he's like been eating like junk food, like he's this dude's just been eating babies for like 100 years, and so he's just like that's why he's like this giant gluttonous, sack of shit, just because he's like been feeding on babies, and so that's
horrible.
Makes that character so much worse.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they should have killed. I mean, I'm assuming they did kill it.
I think so. Yeah, that's the implication at least.
Yeah. Fucking when Whistler died, it was very sad.
Yeah.
They tortured him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't pretty.
No,
we don't see them torture him, but like we see the aftermath, and it's very upsetting.
Yeah. Have you seen Blade 2?
I think I've seen all of them. Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say because he does come back, if you remember.
Yes.
He comes back in the second one.
Yeah.
Which is good, but yeah, he's it's unfortunate that he goes out the way he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a great character.
He's fantastic. He might be my favorite character.
And also it just can't be overstated how good Chris Christopherson is as
Whistler. My god.
He's so good.
Every line he delivers and just like his physicality and the way that like he like interacts with everybody, it's just so good. He really sells the character.
He does. Like there's a great moment where, Blade, after they like meet that giant vampire and they go into that like archive room or whatever, there's a moment where you think like Deacon Frost has got Blade dead to rights, right? Like he's got him surrounded and whatever. And then Whistler like breaks through the wall with like a tank or whatever it is.
Yup.
And he delivers a great one-liner. I can't remember what he says, but it's just one of those moments where you're like, God, I love it. This is just the best character. He's just like, he's so good.
He's like a dad.
He is, yeah. And he's got a tragic backstory,
He
which they
does.
touch on briefly.
Yeah.
He had a wife and daughter that were killed by a vampire, and so he's like, dedicated his life to killing them or whatever. Um, yeah, he finds Blade just like on the street, like
Yeah.
and apparently Blade was just like eating homeless people, which not great. Blade,
No, but he got better.
he did get better. He's killed lots of vampires in the meantime, which
Yep.
makes up for it probably.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just so good.
It is.
And it's one of those where I'm like, I don't know if the first one or the second one is better because I like them both.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen the second one. I'd have to rewatch it to see if I have an opinion on it, but
Well, the second one, because the second one's directed by Guillermo del Toro, and it's just more. There's like
Yeah.
more in it. There's more stuff. Like there's
Yeah.
more vampires. There's like more like special effects that are like
Yeah.
practical. Like
Guillermo del Toro, absolute powerhouse in the industry.
oh, he's the best. I'm very excited for his Frankenstein movie that's coming out soon.
He's doing a Frankenstein. Yo, that
He is
shit's gonna
doing
be
Frankenstein.
fucking amazing.
It's gonna be on Netflix.
Okay, I'll have to watch out for that.
It's gonna be good. Yeah. Anyway, do you got anything else?
No, I don't think so. It's just a good movie.
It is a good movie. Oh, well, we didn't really talk about the action.
Oh, right. Yeah, we are an action podcast.
We are an action movie podcast. It's very Hong Kong inspired.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of kicking and punching with a lot of swooshing.
Yep.
Good bit of wire work in this as
Oh,
well. The sword fighting is very Hong Kong. Like it's not, it's not very precise, but it's a lot of swishing.
Apparently Wesley Snipes has like a couple of black belts and some stuff.
I think he does. I think he's a black belt in karate, possibly.
We looked this up while we
did.
were watching it, and I can't remember what.
And I believe that was part of the reason he wanted to do this movie was because he wanted to show off his like martial arts skills.
Yeah.
He wanted to do more of a Hong Kong style film.
Yo, imagine instead of in what is it, Yip Man 3?
Yeah.
Instead of going up against Mike Tyson, Yip Man instead just fights Wesley Snipes.
Well, it's funny you say that because Donnie Yen is in Blade 2.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, he's one of the he plays Iceman. He's one of the
right.
He's like a Black Ops vampire. Yeah.
I gotta watch Blade 2 again.
Blade 2 is the best. So Wesley Snipes has a 5th Dan black belt in Shotokan karate. He's also got a 2nd Dan black belt in Hapkido.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a couple of black belts.
Yeah. So he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. You can tell. I mean, he's very good.
Yeah.
He's got a great physicality, right? Like he's he looks like he's doing the action. He's obviously not got a stunt double in.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's what you want from this kind of movie.
Exactly. Yeah, the action is very clean, I think.
It is. For the time, very, because this is pre-Matrix. It's very clear. Like action at this time is very shaky usually, but this one's very, you can see everything. It's like choreographed really well.
Yeah, especially that final fight. Like the chamber that they're in is like not super big, but that like because of the way they use sort of the camera work, it seems a lot bigger than I think it is.
Yeah,
and like they do a really good job of like making it like showing that the blood god is a god, like his on. Oh,
I lost you for a second.
Oh shit.
Okay, you're back. You're back. You're good.
But yeah, they make it very clear that like the blood god is extremely powerful, and they show that Blade, when he's not taking his serum, is also extremely powerful, and so that whole fight is very like David and Goliath esque.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, these two monsters just going at it, and it's very good. That final fight is wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I was gonna say that because there's not too many action sequences. I think there's only like
no,
3, but they're all
yeah,
pretty good.
yes,
I don't know if any of them beats the rave, but they're all really
No.
good.
yeah, yeah. The rave, I think, like I said earlier, I think the rave is like that is like one of the best opening sequences ever.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, that's all I got. Really.
Yeah, that's all
Um,
I got.
just a good movie,
Fantastic, good stuff.
and it's one half of Spooky Month. Spooky.
Spooky.
Whoa, spooky. All right, Grayson. What would you rank this movie out of 10?
8.5.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
8.5. Like I said, I think if you would asked me after the first time I watched it, I probably would have given it something lower, probably like 6.5 or 7. But like I said at the beginning, every consecutive time I've watched this movie, it just gets better. It grows on you, and yeah, 8.5.
I agree.
Really good shit.
I
Yeah.
was gonna give it like I'm pretty much there with you, but I was just gonna say like a I don't know 7.75 or something. Like
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
it's really good. I really like it. There's a little bit in sort of the middle ish where it's a little bit like it loses some momentum.
Yeah.
Like it gets a little boring, kind of like I don't know 3/4 of the way in.
Yeah.
It picks right back up again, but there's like a little bit where they've like captured Blade, and it's a lot of like Deacon Frost like explaining his plan, and it's just
Oh,
kind of like,
yeah.
like nothing much is going
Yeah.
on here. But um, besides that, and also I would say the plot is kind of confusing
A little bit.
because like I don't understand. I still to this day don't understand what Deacon Frost's plan is. Like,
It from what I understand is his goal is to become the blood god and then sort of just take over the world
yeah,
and run the world and have vampires rule over the humans, cuz he says about halfway through the movie he and Blade are talking for the first time like face to face, and he's like, yeah, human are just cattle, you
right,
know. And so it I think it's sort of implied that he wants to use humanity as sort of just like a feeding stock for vampires.
right,
And because we we go to there's that like brief meeting that we have with like the vampire council, and they're like sort of chastising Frost because they're like, your like raves are drawing too much attention, we're supposed to be like in hiding, um so that people like Blade don't come and kill us. And Frost is like, but we're better than them, like we should
right,
rule over them. And that was his whole plan with the blood god, is to use that to gain enough power to sort of take over everything. But ultimately it fails, obviously. So.
right. Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway,
I think if you've never watched it and you watch it for the first time, yes, the plot can be a bit confusing.
yeah, it's just kind of like but But
Yeah.
anyway, I really like it. It's just a really good movie.
Yes.
And like I said, it's aged like fine wine. It's just
100%.
this era of like 90s action movies is just like it's the best.
Unparalleled.
Yeah. Anyway, rock on, dudes. And you know what time it is?
What?
Bryson? It's time for everybody's favorite section of the show.
Woo.
Oh! It's time for editors' picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend a video game this week.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I've been I'm gonna recommend the first video game. There's two. There's the first one and the second one. I'm gonna recommend Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
I've been playing the second one, Forbidden West. These games are so good.
Okay.
If you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, play it. It's super cool. I think it's a really great sort of unique take on post-apocalyptic Earth, right? You have, sort of humans have sort of reverted back to sort of like a stone age, right? They have spears and bows, you're not really doing the whole guns thing. But there's robots
Yes.
just roaming the earth. And so their spears are made out of the robot parts. And you sort of play through uncovering like everything that happened and like why, like there's this whole like system from before the apocalypse happened that is like coming back to life and causing a bunch of issues, and so you're trying to figure out like what's going on with it. It's super cool. It's really interesting. The first one made me cry at the end. And I started the second one a while back. I never finished it, and so I'm replaying through it. Yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
Go play Horizon Zero Dawn, and then after that, Forbidden West. It's really good.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yep.
So I was thinking about, I was like torn between recommending like a spooky movie for October, or recommending like another Wesley Snipes film. And I decided I'd go with the latter. So, there's this movie from 2019. It's called Dolomite Is My Name, which it stars Eddie Murphy as Rudy Ray Moore, who was a real life sort of outsider artist. He was like a filmmaker and a comedian and a musician. Um, and he made these like he played this character called Dolomite, who was sort of just, like he's like a kung fu pimp, sort of. He's like
a kung fu pimp.
Seriously, like anyway. So Rudy Ray Moore made all these like really interesting movies called the like Dolomite, where he's like he's like karate chopping zombies or whatever, and he's like a 50-year-old like fat guy, like he's just like this, like I don't know. Anyway, so he was like one of Eddie Murphy's heroes growing up, and so Eddie Murphy a few years ago made Dolomite Is My Name, which is sort of like a biopic about Rudy Ray Moore. And Wesley Snipes is in it, and he plays like a snooty director. So he plays like a movie director for one of Rudy Ray Moore's films, but he's not in it that much, but he's like so funny in it. Like it's not a role you're used to seeing Wesley Snipes in.
Nice.
But he just nails it. Like he's just perfect. So
hell yeah.
I recommend that. And then I feel like there's another Wesley Snipes movie where I was like, oh man, he's so good in this. But I can't remember. I'm trying to think. He pops up occasionally, and I'm just like, oh man, I love you, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Oh, if you've never, so I'll give you a couple more. So, Demolition Man, it's from the early '90s with Sylvester Stallone. Very good movie, very corny action movie. But if you've never seen To Wong Fu, which is it's like a comedy drama film. It stars Wesley Snipes, motherfucking what's his name? Patrick Swayze. Thank you. My wife just yelled it at me. And nice. John Leguizamo, and a very young RuPaul. They all Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo. They all play drag queens. So
nice.
It's them in a very different like role, and it's just it's a
Yeah.
very very nice movie. Just if everybody
Excellent.
should go watch Tu Wong Fu. It's just like it's just a good movie. So anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wesley Snipes has always been cool. I don't care what anybody says.
True.
I don't care
True.
that he went to jail for tax evasion.
Neither do I.
Good for him, I say.
Drop the charges. Clear his record.
Clear his record. Don't pay your taxes. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll give spooky movie recommendations next time.
Same.
Okay. Well, you got anything else?
Nope.
Well, I can tell it's time to end the show because it's gotten dark in your house.
I know. I'll have to. I should have turned on a light. I didn't realize it would
I
get
was
this
gonna
dark this
say,
fast.
You've been getting increasingly pixelated as like the show has gone on because your laptop's like trying to compensate.
Yeah. Let me see if.
Anyway,
it's probably not going to help, but do like one of these.
oh, there you go.
Does that help?
It's helping a little bit.
All right.
All right.
There you
Well,
go.
anyway, I'll take us out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you like this show, feel free to give us a like, a comment, a subscribe. You can leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Doing that really helps out the show. It helps us get into the charts and helps other people find the show. If you want to just, really kickstart people finding the show, you could recommend us to a family or a friend. A family member or a friend or a whole family. If you know a family.
Just like go to your next door neighbor and knock on their door and be like, hey,
just
heard of this podcast? Pretty sick.
Yeah. Jehovah's Witness style. Just,
Yeah.
just bother your neighbors.
Yeah. Or like Book of Mormon it and like break into song.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Links for all of that is in the description. If you want to recommend a movie for us to watch, you can send it to us via the survey that we've got in the description as well. It's a little Google form you can fill out and tell us what to watch and why. If you want to help out the show, help Grayson buy a new light, you can donate to the show on Ko-Fi. So it's ko-fi.com/Viva La Action. You can send us $1, as little as $1, or as much as you want. Help Grayson buy a new light.
I would turn on the light in this room, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Like there have been times where we turn the light on and there's no change.
Yeah, I get that. There's actually a goal on our Ko-Fi because you can like set goals or whatever.
Oh,
Our current goal I think is like $10, and it's help us buy batteries. That's literally the
yeah, that stupid fucking
for our stupid recording thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's pretty much everything. If you want to
Also,
find
you're not
Grayson,
obligated to give us money.
No, you're not obligated. Times are tough. Keep your money. That's fine.
Yep. We're doing just fine. I just got a raise at work, so.
Yeah, and I'm, I live in I'm struggling, guys. Please send me. No, I'm doing fine. Don't worry about me. Yeah. If you want to find Grayson, you'll find them holding up a light, pretending to be a lamppost, out on the street, and then you'll find me, in your sewer, cooking up
playing a harmonica.
Oh, playing a harmonica. There you go. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time. Oh, I shouldn't stop recording.